What is going on, guys? I have another video for you guys today. Lately, I've been getting a lot of questions about how I buy on eBay. So I'm going to do a video, a little guide to help you guys buy on eBay. eBay could be a very lucrative place to buy if you know what to look for and who to buy from. So this is going to be a quick little video here. I'm going to tell you a couple things to look for and certain things that have happened to me while I was buying through eBay. Just keep in mind there are scams on eBay, but like I said, it could be extremely lucrative if you could figure out how to do it. And it's really not that complicated, to be honest. So let's get into this, and I'm gonna give you some more confidence if you want to start buying on eBay. If you buy from these mints on their actual website, a lot of the times, unless you're doing like a wire transfer directly from your bank, which could be a pain, it doesn't work out as good as it would on eBay. You have a couple programs like Swagbucks, which I've talked about, that give you 2% cash back when you buy on eBay. Then you also have the eBay Bucks. So you could start knocking down some of those premiums and get a little closer to spot, I believe, through eBay. However, sometimes if you buy directly from Apmex or Scottsdale Silver or any of those, it does work out better as well. So what I usually do is I check between the two and see which way can I get a better deal. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. This is the most recent thing that I bought, and this is a great eBay story right here. This is 2016 Panda, and it is MS70, one of first 30,000 struck. All right. So this I actually bought from a coin company that I've never bought from. These slabs, they do get counterfeited sometimes. It's extremely difficult though, so the chances of someone counterfeiting a slab for a $50 coin is very, very slim. Okay. But the reason why I brought this out to show you guys is because these are actually trending around $85, $90 mark. Okay, one of the first 30,000 struck. Okay, and I happen to snag this for $50, which is basically the same price as a regular MS70, first release. Okay, so every once in a while that stuff does happen. Whoever sold this, it could have been an error in the listing. It could have been they don't know that these are going for more. I'm not sure. But that's the kind of stuff you can find on eBay, which is also why I enjoy buying on eBay, okay? So if you're buying anything in a slab, like I said, more likely than not, it's not counterfeit. It's not fake. It's not a scam. It could happen to you. Regardless, you should be checking on their feedback score. And what I also do is I look to make sure that they are selling other pieces of silver or gold. It's not like a one-time sell or anything like that. If they're, selling counterfeited stuff, you will see it on the feedback, okay? People will say, you sold me a fake coin, this and that, all right? So always do your research on the seller, that you're buying from, okay? And that's a good way to judge if you're making a good buy or not, okay? You could also buy these pieces of gold. I think I said it in one of my other videos. These 1/10 ounce gold coins are great, especially if you want to kind of fight, not risk buying any fake stuff. The amount of effort and the amount of money versus the amount of money that they can make off these, if they were counterfeiting them, is not worth it. So the smaller denomination you go, the more likely it is that it's real, and the less likely it is that it's counterfeit. They are way more likely to counterfeit a 1 ounce gold buffalo or whatever, any 1 ounce gold coin rather than, or maybe even quarter ounce. But for them to do it on a 1/10 ounce, it's just not a lot of wiggle room as far as where they can make money. And the detail in these coins is very difficult. It's just very difficult. All right. So if you want to kind of protect yourself from that, then have at it with the 1/10 ounce on eBay. You shouldn't even have to worry with those. Okay. And I have here, I've showed this this panda twice now, in 2 different videos. Now I'm showing it again. I bought this on eBay. However, I knew what I was buying. I think this was being sold for like $15 or something, and it was from China. So I already knew it was a counterfeit. I bought it on purpose, and also keep in mind eBay has your back. You know, so if I just told them it was fake, and I instantly got my money back, and I got to keep the coin, which is pretty cool. Just to see kind of like where they are as far as the counterfeits go. And this thing over time has done a lot of damage to this coin. 2 years old, and this thing is pretty beat up. So I have this one. Then 2 years later, I have this one. Also, I purposely done. When I did this, I already had a 2016 Panda, and you could tell right off rip. Okay, these aren't not fooling anybody. If you've been doing gold and silver for a while, you will know a counterfeit right off rip. I knew as soon as I got this, 1, the price point, and 2, once again from China. If you want to avoid any headache, never buy anything from China. Never buy any gold or silver from China, okay? That right there will prevent you from buying a lot of fake stuff, okay? And it's very obvious, okay? Very obvious. I mean, these things were so cheap that you knew they weren't real. And another little funny little story, I bought this on eBay, the Rwanda antelopes, and I only ordered 1, and this is what happened. So, things like this happen sometimes on eBay. So another little mistake from the seller. I bought 1. I guess they put it in like this. Didn't realize it was 2. And all of a sudden, I got 2 for 1 on those. Pretty cool. And this is not the first time this has happened to me. This has happened to me probably about 2 or 3 times now. All right. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, just wanted to tell you that little story. Then you have like the Morgans. And these can be counterfeited as well. I wouldn't suggest buying these from any coin shop. I would just stick to buying these from, like your Apmex, your Scottsdale, your JM Bullion, like those. I would not stray off, because these sometimes I've seen, replicas and stuff, and they're not listed as replicas. So avoid that. Same deal. You're going to pay more. If you want to be on the safe side, get them in a slab, if you're going for the coin collecting aspect of it. If you're going for just the weight, then, I would just buy from Apmex, and, the quality won't be as good as this one, but, you can, but, all right. Another good buy, another safe buy on eBay is this, constitutional silver, junk silver, whatever you want to call it. The likelihood of this being counterfeited is slim to none as well. And you could get good deals on eBay with this stuff too. All right. I'm not going to linger on that. And, just kind of following up with what I said before, I mostly buy from, Apmex, JM Bullion, like the big companies. I don't stray off from the coin company. Every once in a while I do. But like I said, I check their feedback. And make sure they've sold gold and silver, and not just a couple pieces. I make sure they got a good, long history of selling gold and silver, okay, with no complaints saying the coin was fake, the coin was damaged, you sent me a different coin than what was pictured, none of that, all right? So, that's the easiest way to buy on eBay. It's a great place to buy, safe place to buy if you know what you're doing, and it's really not that hard. Like I said, it's a good place to buy if you're trying to, cut down on some of the premiums. They have a lot of the rewards programs, I was saying. And just a couple of little other pieces of advice. This is called junk silver. There's something called Tibetan Silver, German silver, and I don't know the other names. If you see anything saying Tibetan silver or German silver, that is not real silver, okay? Do not buy it. As far as bullion goes, do not buy it. antique silver, stuff like that, unless it's like actually antique silver. Those are basically, um, hidden messages telling you it's not real silver. Okay, so stay away from that stuff. Tibet silver, German silver, things like that. Another thing I want to bring up: if you're gonna buy anything that is listed as art bars or anything like that, make sure you are buying those from those only from those reputable companies, because those are highly counterfeited. Probably the most counterfeited things that you can buy. Okay, anything that says art bar and stuff like that, they're most of the time they're silver plated. Okay, so don't buy that stuff. Make sure you're buying from Apmex. Make sure you're buying from those big companies. If you Google it, you could see like the major companies that sell silver and gold. And, if you're going to veer off into that kind of stuff, like the art bars, make sure it's from only those guys. Okay? So just a recap real quick. If you're going to buy from small coin shops, try and get stuff in a slab. If you're going to buy gold from a small coin shop or from a private seller, try and buy like small denominations. Don't buy anything from China, especially if it's really cheap. Most likely it's fake. Okay? I have 2 examples of that right there. And every once in a while you might get lucky with something like this. If you're willing to take the chance, make sure the seller has good feedback scores. Even one mention of a fake coin, don't buy. That's it. Okay? And beware of the Tibet silver, the German silver, and all those there's a couple other ones I can't think of the top of my head right now. Be aware of those. Those are fake. And if you're going to buy art bar type deal, anything like that, make sure you're buying it from only reputable companies. If you're just getting into the bullion game, then I suggest you only buy from reputable companies until you get the hang of it, especially if you're buying on eBay. Okay? So that's it. That's pretty much it. That's what I do. That's how I started. I actually bought my first piece of silver through eBay. And I Googled it just to see like a couple reputable companies, and then I ended up buying from Apmex. So protect yourself, do your research with every seller that you buy from, and you'll be all right. eBay is a great place to buy, despite everything you've heard. I have been buying there since I started doing the stacking, and these are the only 2 things I've ever bought that are fake, and I already knew that they were fake when I ordered them. Okay. eBay has a good buyer protection program. Keep in mind that you have 30 days to determine if it's real or fake. They only have to fool you for 30 days. So make sure there's not a lot of distance from people you're buying from, like overseas, because sometimes they'll stall the purchase. They'll stall the shipping just to get it closer to that 30 days, so you can't dispute it. So only buy in the States. Another little tidbit. What else do I got for you guys? And make sure you take advantage of eBay bucks. Make sure you're using swag bucks or any kind of rewards program that you could find. I use swag bucks. And that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. I mean, don't be afraid to buy on eBay. Like I said, these are the only 2 fake things I bought, and I knew they were fake, okay? As long as you research the sellers, you'll be okay. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I've been getting a lot of questions about me buying on eBay, and I felt compelled to do a video just to kind of ease your minds a little bit. Don't worry about it. You can buy there easily, okay, and safely. All right, guys. So I'll talk to you later, and I should have another video coming up for you very soon. And I'll talk to you later. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. Show your friends. Any friends that are telling you not to buy on eBay, show them this video, and maybe they'll start buying too. All right, talk to you later.